Hey, just a minute, guys. There we go, guys. What's up? AWA Order. We just got the finale of the Penguin. And it's going to answer some questions. This definitely is going to answer some questions for part two. Make us think about the Batman part two. For sure. There's no question about it. And this finale was tremendous. A tremendous finale to a great show. Let me try this invitation again to my friend. Says who's going to come on. There we go. That's better. There we go. There we go. That's better. There we go. All right. Yeah, this is definitely a series finale. They're not doing a second season based on this ending. I don't think they're gonna do a second season. All right, so come join me for this stream, guys. Come join me, please. Because there's a lot to talk about in this stream. A lot. This will definitely be a longer stream than usual. Leading up to the Batman Part 2. Okay, so come join me for this stream, guys. Feel free to join me. Okay? Alright. So you got an invitation sent to the two people that says going to join me for this finale to discuss the future of Batman. Yeah, I saw you, George. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna invite you too, George. Once Blind gets on, and Degrassi comes on, everybody will come on. That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah. This has not changed my position. Changed my position at all. My view, my opinion. This is still the best comic book show. Period. Okay. Like the Agatha finale, it wasn't a heavily action-packed episode finale. Like Agatha's last episode. Well, in fact, like Agatha's last episode wasn't really action-packed at all. Period. This episode, a little bit, not tiny amount, but not really major. So this was an action-packed finale. Maybe you're expecting a typical comic book movie, TV show, right? But everything else that made this episode great. Agatha's last episode. Oh, that's my phone, guys. Yeah, I might stream on my phone too. That you don't know. All right. So come if you have an invite. So, but this episode answered a lot of fucking questions in the future of the Batman Part 2. And this show really made Oz a full-blown villain. Full-blown villain. Like the stuff what he's done in this episode is he truly delved into his to him becoming a full-blown villain. And so we'll definitely talk about that. We'll talk about everything this episode, really, right? So it's pretty interesting episode. It's a pretty interesting episode, okay? I know hello. I know the grass is supposed to get in here. I'm pretty sure I did invite him. Shut up, I'm just watching. Okay, I'm just. I'm sorry. I was just watching. I was just reading something on X from a friend. Okay, make sure to like. Okay, so we kind of get. So this is about Oz. A lot about Oz. Okay, a lot about Oz. So in the beginning, we see old. We kind of get like not hallucinations, but Julian Rushman, Julian Rushman or Rush, whatever is the character, trying to get into Oz's mother's head about the truth about Oz's brothers, her other kids, right? And the circumstances around their death and all that. And I said on a stream, I forgot which stream it was. I forgot which stream it was. I don't remember. Blinded was on that stream, or maybe one either Blinded or Degrassi was on the stream. It was one of them. I know one of them was on the stream. I made in the last episode. I suggested. I don't know it. Like I suggested. I don't know if Oz's mother knows how his kids, how Oz's brothers died, how her other two sons died. I don't know if she knows the circumstances how they died. But in this episode, she knew. It sounds like she knew. She knew. She knew how they how they died. And there's some revealing stuff about the Degrassi. I sent you a link. There's some revealing stuff about what the mother planned to do, what the mother would plan to do to Oz as a kid. Great finale. You finish up dinner? Yeah, come on when you can. When you come up. Great finale. This as a kid. Um, so we knew she knew that yeah, Oz is responsible for the deaths of her other two sons, his brothers. That Oz is the whole time responsible. Oz is the murderer, the killer of the kids, and because Oz is clingy, and you can see throughout this whole series, he's very clingy. He's a mama's boy, mama's boy. All right, I'm gonna invite George on too. So George, coming on. If you see the link, very clingy, and Blind is gonna come, and we're gonna talk the future of Batman also. Okay. Blind. I think Blind started the episode a little late, so he might end up being a little later. But right, so that you all know. Okay. But so it seems like Rex, right? Rex came into their apartment. Oz was not there when there was a kid, and Rex mentioned all this shit, the priest about the funeral service at a church, and she's like, "Nah, not with God. No, fuck God in this." And she knew that his there's just stuff he knew right away. She kind of knew there's something wrong with Oz. Very cleanly, very psychotic, very not exactly a sane person. Like Oz throughout this whole show he calls everybody crazy, insane, and psycho. But throughout this whole show, he's really the psycho. If the psycho, the psychotic, the crazy one. This is this is actually a more crazy Oz Penguin than the comic book version Penguin. I mean, the Tim Burton Penguin. Yeah, look, come on. But this Penguin is actually a little bit more psychotic than the comic book version Penguin. Yeah, yeah, Degrassi, yeah. Because the way he acts, the way he reacts to things, the way he's this is definitely a more psychotic penguin than a typical comic book penguin. Where penguins usually seem as a calm character, right? Usually, and he does have his outbursts. And usually, when he usually gets arrested, charged, he usually goes to Blackgate. He doesn't end up in Arkham. He's usually a Blackgate inmate. He's usually perceived as not insane, but this Oz is a lot more insane than than that Oz. This Oz is very clingy, psychotic from the start. So he's this Oz. If he ever doesn't get arrested and charged in Permanent Arkham, he'll definitely go to Arkham. But I'm telling you right now, the future. I don't know what the future has in store for the next Batman movie. I mean, we could guess, but I don't think this penguin's gonna end up in Arkham or Blackgate because I think somebody's gonna kill this penguin. I think this penguin's gonna be dead, not end up in prison. Somebody's gonna kill this penguin. Okay, I don't. I'm not gonna say who. I mean, you could go Clayface. You could go future villains: Joker, Riddler, Two Face. Maybe. I mean, the way this some of this episode set up, Harvey Dent fits perfect into this universe. The way this episode sets up. I'm just saying. Yeah, yeah. Say that. Still technically insane, right? Technically insane. Yeah, sociopathic. Yeah, yeah. Like most Batman villains. But yeah, how they gonna do Hush? It's a question mark. I know Matt Reeves says he wants to do Hush, but I don't know how they're gonna do Hush. Like Thomas Elliot, I don't know how they're gonna do Hush in this universe. I don't know how. Like I can't really think of a way how Hush could be done in this universe. Really, I can't right now. What's up, Cynic? I do think how they could do Two Face and Clayface right now. What's up, George? How are you, man?
I'm doing all right.
So you just saw the episode. Congrats you'll be joining us after he's
Yeah,
and blinded. He might join us after he's done. I think he started a little bit later. So yeah, that's good.
yeah. I was watching it on my PS4. I was playing 2K before I put the episode on because I had Max on my
Yeah,
PS4.
I can't believe that those guys. I'm not good. This is not really taking a shot at them, but I can't believe they're doing a stream while this show is going on. Like for
Who's doing a stream?
Max.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, what's he streaming about?
It's this mailbag show. You know, he does the
Oh,
member show.
no, he should be doing a watch party. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, this is the best best comic book show ever.
Oh, by far, it definitely is.
And I'm sorry, Disney fans. If you speak Dick Daredevil's gonna be better than this, I think you're gonna be.
No, listen. Daredevil could be better than Peacemaker. It's not gonna be better than this though.
Yeah. Oh, by the
Like,
way,
and by the way,
you're
that's still a high bar because first of all, the Peacemaker. I didn't see the new trailer, but I saw there's a new
it wasn't a
Peacemaker
trailer.
trailer.
It was just an HBO trailer.
Oh,
It just
HBO.
had it was like but there is on discussion film like a 6 7 second little bit tease of Peacemaker and Frank Riddle's character, uh, Rick Flag Senior.
Yo, I mean, he kind of still looks similar to his character from the MCU. Not gonna lie, like
But he was
literally, it's just like what happened.
he's
Rumlow
gonna have a
died,
bigger
and
role. He's gonna have a bigger role in the
I know,
DCU.
but still, it's like what you die in the MCU
He
and you get reborn into the DCU.
well, he's come out and said about the MCU in recent interviews. He wasn't happy with his character in the MCU. He wasn't happy about his character in the MCU
It
crossover.
feels like
That's
James Gunn's gonna keep a lot of characters around longer than the MCU would keep characters around.
this show. I'm surprised at this show they actually kept some characters around. Um, that I thought were gonna die. Actually, okay.
I mean, here's the thing. I had a feeling like the show almost made me believe that certain characters were either gonna live or die because before the episode began, I was like, "Oh, this character is gonna live, or this character was gonna die." And then at some point in the episode, I was like, "Oh, wait a minute, am I wrong? Is my prediction wrong?" And then my predictions came true in unexpected ways.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but this episode is no, like I said, it's less an action-packed episode. Like it's just more of a dialogue.
It's a mob show, and
Yeah,
the thing
yeah.
is, yeah, mob shows and movies have action, but they don't really focus on the action. They focus
And
more on the story and
you know,
betrayal.
you know how comic book fans, right? They want everything to be action, right? Especially in the finale, right? Like they always want action, right? But
Yeah,
yeah,
but this show didn't. First of all, let's remind everyone that this show doesn't have Batman in it, so Batman's going to be
well,
more action packed.
they don't even tease Batman. They don't even mention Batman in this show that much. Till really, well, they don't even till the end. In the end, they put up the signal. Now they just gave it away with Eve Carl's character say nobody's gonna stand in your way. And I'm like, once she said that at the end, and they pulled away from the penthouse, I'm like, yep, bat signal's going up. It was too obvious, George. I mean, it was too obvious.
But now it's like I'm impatient for the Batman 2 now.
Oh my, 2 years down the road.
I'm very impatient for the Batman
I
Part
know.
2.
I've never been really impatient. I mean, even for the Avenger films, I've never been more impatient for a comic book film now. Like
Well, oh,
that.
2026 is gonna. I think 2026 is gonna be a lit year. We got
Oh,
Avengers Doomsday, the Batman
Spider
Part
Man,
2, Spider-Man 4, even Supergirl. I'm excited.
Supergirl.
I'm excited for Supergirl as well. Hopefully, Superman with James Gunn is solid. But no, I'm excited for the year 2026. I mean, listen, with the next few years being uncertain, movies are going to be an escape. Listen, one thing I'll say:
Movies.
movie box office numbers did very well during the Trump years. Don't be surprised if they do well during the second Trump term because people need an escape. No, listen. I looked at
I
it. I
hope.
was like, you know what? Box office numbers were pretty good in 2017, 2018, 2019.
Oh, but 2019 had two major movies though, like Star Wars and Avengers, and
It
also
wasn't
Spider
just
Man.
that though. Like a bunch of
Mm,
movies made $1 billion
yeah,
worldwide.
I know. But
So
2022, a lot of movies made a lot of money though. In
But
2022,
but but
even
like but like 2018 to 2019 was very good for the
yeah.
box office. So I'm not trying to make this like a positive over the election. But I'm just saying, listen, escapism is going to have a new meaning these next few years. But listen, the Penguin show I thought was really good. Probably one of the best shows in recent memory. And it's a reminder that just the HBO brand in general just knows how to make better shows than Disney Plus.
Yeah, I mean,
I mean, The Last of Us was phenomenal. Peacemaker was great. Um, there's some shows that like I gotta catch up on. I started getting into them, but I just never followed through on them. Like I gotta watch Game of Thrones. I gotta watch House of the Dragon. I watched a few episodes of Euphoria, and well, I thought it was really good. Very uncomfortable to watch as well, especially
mhm.
as an adult. Like,
But yeah, where's Blinded, man?
but
You done yet,
like
Blinded?
here's the thing. I always I kind of wondered, does she know? Did she not know like what he did to his brothers?
She does.
Which, by the way, I found it to be a nice little. I don't know if it was an intentional reference, like leaving the brothers in the sewer, similar to how in Batman Returns, his parents at the beginning sent him down the sewers.
Oh, I
Like
don't
I
know.
don't know. I don't know if that was like meant to like be a reference or indirect reference.
Oh, that's a good point. They were just
Because
trying to get rid of.
think about it, like that moment he left his brothers down there. You can say that's the moment he
He
became.
left him to die,
Yeah,
and
he
that's what
left
his
them to
mother. And
die,
I think the parents, his parents. I mean, in Batman Returns, yeah, they put him down the river or the whatever it was, the stream, to die.
and he left his brothers to
But
die in there. So
the thing is, I don't know how he'll be able to survive and be grown as an adult and be raised by penguins. I don't think that's. I mean, even though Tim Burton, even though there's some really illogical stuff in that, because like I Crash and Catwoman surviving, falling all the way from the top, and Penguin surviving as a kid. I mean, I really question that, but there is some realism in the Batman movies, though. Those two Batman movies, but it's Tim Burton, right? Like
Well,
realistically, the Penguin should not be able to survive.
I
Penguins
mean,
can,
well, let's be real. Like Tim Burton,
yeah.
Tim Burton has his Tim Burtonisms.
I
Love him or
guarantee
hate
you,
him.
Matt Reeves would not have Selena Kyle fall off the top of the building and survive that. I guarantee you, Matt Reeves would never do that because that's not realistic, right? Like it's not realistic at all. Like Matt Reeves would not do that.
No, but then again, Matt Reeves is also someone that made a series about apes taking over the world on top of the world.
I could see that happening. Gorilla God. No, that's in
Yo,
DC
by the way,
universe.
did you hear like 40 apes escaped in a
Yeah.
lab?
Yeah.
Yo, we gonna have Planet of the Apes soon. Listen, how about this? What if the apes like pull a January 6th and like storm the Capitol and like the apes take over the country? Caesar just comes out of nowhere and is like, Ape lords, humans do not
um.
want war with apes.
So all the gangs turned on Penguin because they thought he was dead, and there's no product because the product was destroyed, right?
Yeah, I know I wasn't I didn't watch the stream about because I didn't watch the episode before the last one until yesterday, but I was surprised that they killed off Maroney.
I'm not. After his wife and child dying, him killing after his family dying. Yeah, Maroney's dying in this show.
But I'm very curious like where they're gonna go with the Batman 2 because the thing is this is what kind of annoys me about the movie predictors. They're always banking on their predictions, and everyone keeps saying, "Oh, we want Mr. Freeze, we want Mr. Freeze." There is nothing in here that
This
indicates
this
that
show this show is not setting up Mr. Freeze.
this did not set up Mr. Freeze. No,
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 no.
and it's like this is the problem with a lot of fans. If their predictions don't come true, or their fan theories, or their hopes and dreams, it automatically means something's bad. It's like, no, you just been thrown off.
This show this show is setting up Harvey Dent when you got Penguin and the councilman, making a deal, right? You scratch my back,
See
I
that's
scratch
what I
back.
was thinking when that deal was made.
Yeah, yeah, that's Two Face.
I was like,
Nice,
yo,
nice.
we are gonna at least get Harvey
Yeah,
Dent.
yeah, that's setting up definitely Harvey Dent.
I'm not gonna I don't think he's gonna become Two Face in the next movie,
No,
but
no, he'll be
he's definitely gonna be in.
because they mentioned the mayor, right? In this episode, they mentioned the mayor is going to bring all the politicians, the corrupt cops to court and all of that. Who's better to do that? Have Harvey Dent, right? Like it's still set up Clayface too. I'll quote clearly Clayface. Here's Blinded. All right, Blinded. Let's get your thoughts. Blinded. Let's get your thoughts. What do you think of the episode?
Well, I'll say this: I called it.
What did
I
he,
called it
what did he call?
that he was going to kill Vic.
Yeah, you
See,
did.
I had a feeling it was gonna happen. Like I was telling Aaron before you came on that like they were kind of playing with emotions because like I came into the episode thinking she's gonna live, Vic's gonna die, but then when like it kind of messed with you twice because you're thinking to yourself, oh, he's actually gonna kill Sophia, but no, he didn't. And then the next thing
Mhm.
that happened was like him and Vic talking. It's like, oh, Vic's gonna come off free, and then
Yep.
he puts him in the chokehold, and it's like, oh wow, he actually is
Mhm.
dying.
Yeah,
The only
it
person he
was a
cares is his mother. He only cares about his mother.
yeah. I mean, it was a great episode. Definitely a great episode. It's funny. It's like I called it, but at the same time, I was still shocked. But at the same time, I'm like, it it makes sense because he just
Wait,
literally saw, what was it, Link betray the other guy, and he knew that Vic would have definitely done that at some point in time.
mm-hmm.
So he had to get rid of him.
Oh,
So
Vic.
that's
Vic is the type of person that if he went to the Batman, he's fucked. He would squeal. He would bat. Like,
But he didn't see any of this coming because
No, well,
He should have. I mean, he should have, but he wasn't
I
smart
mean,
enough to realize that he was. I mean, he was
yeah,
too high up on the pecking order, and he would have easily
he
taken down the penguin, and that's why the penguin had to axe him.
he's the one who knew everything about the penguins, plans, secrets, everything.
Yeah.
And if the police get him, if somebody like Batman gets him, um,
Well, here's the thing. Batman now knows. This is my theory of
at the
why.
ending especially,
Well, I mean, the ending is obviously a visual tease, but throughout this episode, I think it's very clear that they're going to be passing on the information that the Penguin knows what
I
actually went down. Because I think what the Batman Part 2 is actually going to be about is that the Penguin is going to be, again, he's going to be a politician trying to seep in, basically control Gotham
yeah, with the help of the
underground
councilman,
as well as their political system.
yeah.
And and I'm going to assume Gordon has now pretty much caught on because they probably went down there, saw all the bodies, and were like confused. They were like,
I would
this
think I
doesn't
know
add
what
up.
I thought. I thought Gordon was gonna be at that scene at the where the bomb went off. I mean, like as a
Mm,
cameo. I mean, that would have been a perfect spot for a cameo. I guess Jeffrey Wright had to do other stuff, but that would have been a perfect
right.
spot for a cameo. But yeah, I mean, like you're right. You're right. I think you're right.
Yeah, I
Because
think I think the villain of the Batman Part 2 is actually the Penguin. That's my belief now.
but the thing is, well, we also got Clayface, and
Mm,
I think she's playing the penguin at the end. At the end, like they had saw her dancing.
yeah.
She's playing
Well,
him.
he also is playing her too because he
Yes,
doesn't
of
really
course.
need her. Because
No,
he's like saying, you're gonna do everything for me, and or no, well, he's talking to her like, sorry, he's talking to her like she's his mother because his
I so
mother can't talk anymore.
so this is what I think. I think they're gonna bring a Two Face. They're clearly setting up Two Face.
You think so? I've been thinking Two
Well,
Face is definitely gonna be somewhat involved with this.
because of the councilman in Penguin and Oz, that thing. And when they mentioned that the mayor is planning to like do a mega shakedown of
Hmm.
putting corrupt cops, gangsters on trial, um, that's Two Face. That's Harvey Dent. Now, if I do Two Face, I would
I
not
think
make him a full badge villain. I
if
would make
this
him an
is if this is
anti-hero.
true, if this is true,
You know what I would do?
then that's what I was saying before that it would be a war between
Yeah.
Two Face and the Penguin.
You know what I would do? I would have Two Face a little similar to the animated series he got in August, where he wasn't really full just villain because remember he actually went after criminals. I would do that. I would do
Yeah,
that.
I think
And more of an anti-hero.
I don't know. I still think he should be a villain. I think the interesting angle is Two
But with
Face
more
versus the
moral
Penguin for
values. With
sure.
more a little bit more moral values. Because
I
the
think it would be
Penguin,
more akin to what we got with the Cape Crusader.
yeah, the Cape Crusader, that's what I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
Because the Penguin says he's doing this for the people, he's doing this for the people. You know that's
but it's all
bullshit.
bullshit. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's 100% bullshit.
bullshit. To me, Two Face is better for that. I think Two Face fits that better. And he can still be
Mhm.
insane, sick, and Batman doesn't agree with it. But Batman always feels like I want to help you, or I'm going to get you better. Like that's why I think Two Face should be like maybe more,
Mm.
not exactly a full fledged villain. Like Penguin's a full fledged villain. I'm sorry, I don't care. Like
Yeah, at this point, he's a full-fledged villain. That's why I say I mean, everything that he did in this episode, I feel that it's going to have major consequences for the Batman Part 2 because it doesn't add up. I mean, he told the councilman, the counselor,
whatever,
that,
I forget
yeah,
his
yeah.
name.
I don't know his name, but yeah, he pretty much told him all these lies, and
Yeah,
I'm sure that guy was like, yeah, there's something going on here that doesn't add up.
I think he's corrupt. The councilman, no, I still think he's corrupt.
I think he is corrupt, but I don't think I wouldn't be surprised if that guy
You know
gets
what I want
axed.
Batman to do? If Batman finds out that he's in on it and he knew about that there were lies, I want Batman to do what Batman does with interrogate. I want him to use the bat rope and with the
Mm,
roof stuff, the rooftop stuff. I want to see that in the Batman series. I want to see him do that. The interrogation technique. Don't you want to see him do that? He did it.
yeah,
Nolan did that. Remember that fat cop? I forget his name. That fat detective cop.
Where are the other drugs going?
Yeah. I want him to do that. I want to see. I want to see that. I want to
Swear
see
to me.
because we don't see. I mean, we do see interrogation techniques when you interrogate the penguin. You just grab him against the wall, but I want to see more intimidating techniques.
Hmm.
You know, they can do Arkham series. In the Arkham series, you saw his interrogate. He was really his interrogate techniques in the Arkham series. I want
Yeah,
to see. I want to see examples of that. Right? You see what how interrogate penguin in the Arkham series? He threw him all over the place.
yeah, he did.
Like,
I also think too the reason why the Penguin was in the Batman was to also set up that Batman is familiar with him, and so I really think it's going to be again that there's going to be a war
yeah,
that
for sure.
happens. That's my
Now,
prediction for the Batman
now,
Part
yeah, I
Two.
see this. There'll probably be war, but who's going to be the war against them? Because the Falconism is basically out, and those other gangsters are pretty much out.
Well, that's why I say I think you're right. I think the
It's going to
only
do two,
person is probably going to be Two Face. It makes the most amount of sense. He's the
unless unless they introduce maybe Black Mask.
Yeah, but he's not a very exciting villain.
I
Two
know, but
Face is a character that yeah we've seen him in the Dark Knight,
they
but
might end up super villain gangsters, right?
yeah, I think Two Face would be better to be honest. That's my personal opinion because I think if the marketing you could already see it if it's Penguin versus Two Face and Batman's caught in the middle, that would 100% sell because again we've never the one thing that we've
Yeah,
never seen in live action
but
movies is
Hush.
the villains go up against each other.
I know he wants to do it. But I don't know how Hush works in this universe right now.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't be opposed to Hush. I also was wondering too, what does Selena Kyle is going to do with
She's
Sophia?
yeah. I mean,
That's
like
another thing too,
they do have something in common. They don't like their father. They hate their father.
right?
But
But is Catwoman going to become a villain,
Sophia
like a straight up
Falcone,
villain?
it's been proven that Sophia Falcone never really cared about running a crime family.
Hmm.
She just used it to get revenge on Penguin,
Right.
right? But I don't think Selena Kyle will become a villain. I think Selena Kyle will be a good guy. I think she'll come back, and I think she'll come back. Like she did run away from. She said, "There's nothing for me here. It's too dangerous here. I'm going to Bloodhaven." Because of that. But I think she'll come
Hmm.
back and help out Batman. I don't think she's gonna become a villain. I think she's gonna be on Batman's side. Batman
You
eventually need
never
help.
know. I think Catwoman is always playing different sides. That's part of her
You
character.
think they're gonna make Thomas Elliot a journalist, covering government?
Hmm.
I mean, it could do something where he is kind of pretending to be someone because like and causing all this chaos. Now with Sophia Falcone, like who's Julian Rush? I guess he's still. Wait a minute! I thought they said about the episodes he left working at Arkham. Now he's back.
It could be that he's her patient, and that's why he came back.
Oh, oh yeah. So okay, yeah, that makes sense. Now I first thought for a second he was like in this episode. I'm confused about his character. I'm like, is he a version of Scarecrow or like Hugo Strange or something?
Mm, I don't know. I think I'm not really sure if they'll. I
No,
mean,
yeah.
we'll see his character, but I don't think he was supposed to be a big deal. I didn't really get that.
I'm surprised he survived. Like, it's clear Sophia Falcone's coming back. It's clear that's gonna happen. Now, what kind of
Hmm.
role is the Hangman Killer gonna? Well, she might. What kind of role she's gonna have in the future? I don't know. Because Sophia Falcone really does have a
Hmm.
major role in the comics. She's basically in two major arcs, and that's it,
Hmm.
right? I mean, for a movie series, I guess, or this series, you could use more of her because it's not going to be like it's different with comics.
Right.
But will she align herself with the Joker and Riddler? Because I don't see her aligning herself with the Joker. I mean, like the Joker's about chaos. She's about control.
Hmm.
Like nobody. Uh yeah, Selena. Like, why is Selena Kyle so interested in Sophia? That's the question. Like,
Hmm.
does she feel bad for her? Maybe
I
she
mean, she.
blames.
Well, maybe. I mean, yeah. That's my only thing. I mean, because now I'm starting to think why how why would Selena Kyle only now send her a letter? And it may and my only guess is was Batman did Batman get back in contact with her and does Batman actually know all what was actually going on during everything in the show?
The thing is, if he knew
Because
it during the
I
show, he could
wouldn't
have
be
stopped it anytime. That's
Yeah, but there's certain things that
Yeah,
he's only getting clued in recently.
yeah. Um, like for example, like
Because
you
if
know
she
what?
was in jail, I mean, because I really do think that once the Penguin told the counselorman about all the stuff that happened, I think that was the moment when Batman is now essentially going to get involved because the
He doesn't
Penguin
buy this
literally
bullshit. He thinks there's more to
no,
this.
no, 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 no. I don't think it's that. I think, well, he doesn't believe his bullshit,
Okay.
but that guy is going to have to tell someone else, and it's going to go through the chain, and it's going to eventually. I mean, the police did show up to arrest Sophia, so
Yes,
that means someone knows a part of the story, and I think either to Gordon it might be really shady, and then that's where Batman is going to get involved because now they're starting to realize, there's something larger here.
fishy.
There's a force here at play. I really think if they do introduce the Two Face and like this is his origin, where they try to get back at him and he becomes Two Face, and then he's relentless on trying to get back at him, and it essentially causes some type of war because the Two Face is also mentally unstable and he's kind of
I think it's more mentally
random. A
unstable
very
than Penguin. I
yeah,
mean, like if he
definitely.
has the personality disorder, if they do that,
Hmm.
if I mean the Penguin in this show is very mentally like unstable. I mean, Penguin's usually not. This one is.
Yeah, he's 100% is yeah.
This penguin will end up like most likely will is the kind of penguin that will end up in Arkham, where in the other versions he ends up mostly in Blackgate. But I don't think this penguin's gonna end up in, like if I had a hot take, I don't think he's gonna end up in prison. I think he's gonna get killed. Somebody's gonna kill him.
Hmm.
I think, and I don't think he's gonna be a good guy. I think he's gonna be another villain. I think another villain's gonna kill him.
The Penguin, I'm not sure if someone will kill the Penguin, to be honest.
If it
I
does,
don't,
if
I don't, I don't, I don't
it'll
see
be a villain,
why it's necessary.
it'll be a
I
villain.
mean, I guess it would be, uh, because here's the thing: the way that he killed his brothers, I feel like it should be kind of ironic. So I don't really want it to just be some random
No, it
other
has to be a
villain that
major.
has no,
No, it has
or
to be a major villain.
not even just a major villain. Like there has to be some type of story thread for it to make sense. Because I also feel like you don't want to just kill off the Penguin because there's a lot of stuff that you could do with him. He is a two-faced son of a bitch, right? He's gonna flip all the time.
Yeah.
We've seen this, so yeah, I wouldn't get rid of him in the second movie at all.
If
Uh,
my guy is telling me it'll be the Joker, I don't know.
I think the Joker will. I mean, we'll see the Joker in Batman Part Two, but I don't think he's gonna be
Well,
significant whatsoever until the
they're
last movie.
they're planning to do other series, right? It's
Hmm.
another series. Now James Gunn debunked the Joker series. The thing is, it didn't exactly say a Joker series. It says the Joker may be in another series.
Right.
Now, in this show, they're not setting up a villain for their own series. Batman Part Two most likely would,
Hmm.
right? Um, Clayface is not going to own series. I don't even think Two Face would. I
No. I think the Clayface will be a minor character that
Yeah,
the Penguin will use. I could see it now where it's like she's like his dog, but obviously she
playing him
playing him. Yeah,
because she knows because
I could see Batman using her to get to the Penguin.
for sure. Also, like yeah, Two Face Bang Gang War for sure.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, because like in the Dark Knight, they all had to team up to take on Batman. They all had to team up with Batman, and they never really mentioned Batman. Like
No, yeah, because
it's
I
like
mean, yeah, I do see it is a little bit weird that they don't mention anything from the Batman, even though it's only been 10 days since the events of the Batman. That's the only thing that is like
yeah,
weird to me.
and
I mean, it could just be like Oz doesn't really think
Penguin.
much about Batman, but it is
I know
still
what.
weird. I will admit.
when Sophia said like in the car, like Oz is like nobody's gonna stop me. I thought Sophia Falcone said, there's one man that can stop you,
Mm,
and that's referencing the Batman. Like every time you see this move in this show, yes, it's not Batman centric, but every time you hear in the show like about nobody's gonna stop us, we're gonna be more powerful, we're gonna be like we're gonna do this, we're gonna take over all this. I'm like, guys, you, I'm like always remind them there's one person that can stop us,
mm.
right? Um, James Gunn, yeah, James Gunn doesn't want. You know what? Sometimes James Gunn debunks stuff and they end up becoming true. Okay,
Yeah.
that that everybody know. He says it's not true. That guess what? It does end up being true. It's happened before with James Gunn. Okay,
Yeah, I personally find it hard to believe that I don't think it's going to be a Joker series because we already have the Joker movies. I think you don't really want to brand it as another Joker project.
Joker Spare is a mysterious character. We don't need a series.
Yeah, we don't need it. We don't need to
Yeah,
follow that Joker as a protagonist. But
Joker's
I
always been a
do I
mysterious
do think
character.
that because why else would they have developed an Arkham show? And
Yeah,
then, which by the way, that was dumb that they then merged it with the DCU, and then that was the stupidest thing. They should have just kept the Arkham
and they
show.
canceled it.
Yeah, it's dumb. It's really dumb. I think if they do a show that's maybe is following Sophia in Arkham Asylum, but then she would only be in the female ward,
The
right?
female,
So
yeah. So maybe I don't know. Like it'd be better if there's some male villains that are already in Arkham besides Riddler and Joker. You could have like I don't know
mm,
Ventriloquist, maybe something like that. I don't know.
mm,
Like what's his name? What's the Ventriloquist? This guy's name Archie or something? Arthur? What is Archie?
ventriloquist?
See,
Is that what you
this
just
is
said?
what this is what this yeah. There won't be a serious title Joker, but there will be a serious future Joker.
Yeah, I don't doubt that. I
What's
don't
the
doubt that one bit. Whatever, regardless of whatever James Gunn says, because I don't see how you could watch this show and the Batman and just assume that Arkham Asylum is not going to play some significant role in the future,
for
or that
sure?
they wouldn't want to capitalize on it. I think that's stupid.
Arnold, thank you, Arnold. Yes,
Yeah.
shit. Arthur is the Clue Master, right? That's that Clue Master. Stephanie's father. That's Arthur, I think. I think. Yeah, it would be weird to do Clue Master. It's more of a
Mm,
DCU.
yeah.
um, yeah, so I don't think they're gonna do Court of Owls. Nothing here set. I don't think Court of
No, I
Owls is
don't
gonna end
think
up
they're
in the
doing
series.
Cora. Nope. Yeah. After this, I don't think so either.
Yeah. Um,
I mean, if they want to introduce that there's like elite people that are also have their own society that still could work, but I don't see how you could do that.
Not with Oz, because
Yeah.
Oz in the comics is elite and his family has connection to Court of Owls. But this Oz doesn't work.
Well, kind of.
Oh, but not with this Oz, so it doesn't work.
No. Yeah. I mean, it could still kind of work because Oz is not part of the rich, wealthy elites.
They may not respect him.
So, yeah, they might not want to respect him, or they don't want him in, their
They might
little.
respect Bruce Wayne more, even though he's kind of not been in
Well,
public
that's
eye.
another thing too.
Yeah.
The Quarter Owls don't like the Waynes either.
I
The
mean, the
Waynes
thing
were
is,
never really involved with
if
the
they want
Court
to
of
continue
Owls.
Batman's story, Bruce Wayne's story, and him possibly find out who murdered his parents, because that's the thing about Batman.
Mm,
Is always wants like the thing about always bothers Batman is trying to find out who murdered his parents. Sometimes sometimes he figures out who,
mm,
right? But sometimes they decide not to, right? And
mm,
also but figures out why. And Court Alice could play into that.
right.
Because we think in the first movie, we think it's Bruce thinks the Falcones might have done it, put a hit on his parents, but that's completely not the case. I don't think that's the case.
Mm,
Alfred just assumes some mugger, maybe some mugger, random mugger did it. I still that's like still a very important arc for this Batman is find out who killed his parents,
mm.
right? Like, I mean,
Yeah,
I
I think the one element is how is Batman going to tie into all of this?
yeah,
That's that's my one thing. Is it just going to be an investigation type of movie where Batman is in the middle of? I mean, again, this is just my theory. I think the reason why I believe that theory is because I could see how that could make for an interesting movie. Because again, we never like. I guess you could say, yeah, in the Dark Knight, there was a Joker kind of versus the Two Face, but I want them to really do like a gang war movie. Like after the show, you could definitely see that there's the makings of that, where different villains can have their own territory and Batman has to deal with that.
Well, that's what
So,
Penguin wanted. He won. He didn't want a big. He wanted to win things, but he wanted to be want other gangs to get involved too, like have their
mhm,
territory, and not the Falcons and the Marines basically monopolizing Gotham,
right.
right? Which I don't buy. I don't think Penguin really cares about. I think Penguin wants to monopolize. I think he wants to, though. I think
Well,
it's
I mean,
bull.
but here's the thing, right in this episode, you could hear them say that, whoever, they were trying to take over
Yeah,
the Gotham underworld completely.
yeah.
And now we know that Penguin has it completely. So someone is going to have to challenge him. That's why he killed Vic, because he knew it was like, well, I'm not going to have competition.
Yeah,
And that's why I was like, I did believe that he was going to kill Vic, because it felt like once you see he killed his brother, it was like, oh, he's been doing this since he was a kid. He kills his competition and he tries to make his
oh
way
yeah,
up.
yeah, with his mother. Even though
Hmm.
Vic doesn't seem like the type to
It's
betray
not, he
him.
might not be the type right now, but he would have been the type. That's
Yeah,
the thing.
yeah,
That was a
and
great scene, though. That was such a cold, dark fucking scene,
Yo,
man.
I was literally like, oh
I'm
boy.
telling you, Sophia. I know Sophia's not a good guy in this, but she's more the protagonist of this show than more of the good guy. Now I'm using that good guy loosely than Penguin. I'm sorry.
Hmm.
I mean, she
I'm-
was the tragic character of this whole
yeah,
thing.
yeah. Hey,
Hmm.
Degrassi, funny.
What's
Had a
up,
good dinner.
Degrassi?
Can you guys hear me?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah. We good. You're good. You're good.
I'm on my phone right now. So.
Oh yeah. All right.
Yeah,
On
it's
your
still
phone.
fine.
Yeah. Oh, excuse me. Oh yeah. So. Oh yeah. By the way, Blind, did you get a chance to see some of the Peacemaker like 7 seconds video?
No, I didn't even know there's.
Yeah.
I didn't know anything about that.
Oh yeah.
I'll go
Big
check it
Flag.
out, I guess.
Big Flag. Frank Grillo's character is in it. Um,
Okay.
they showed up.
Didn't really
Like
give you a whole lot though, other
yeah.
than that.
Mm.
Me, George discussing. Yeah, I think Frank Grillo's gonna be used more in the DCU. Like unlike Marvel, he wasn't happy with Marvel. I mean,
He'll
he spoke
probably
out
be
again.
the Rick Flag since they killed
Yeah,
off Rick
I mean,
Flag,
he
right?
wasn't happy with Marvel, right? He was. He said that like he wasn't happy with Marvel. Kind of basic crossbones, whatever.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
I think they
Aaron.
exposed
what, George?
So Colin Farrell has revealed that he signed to play the Penguin in the Batman movies.
He'll be in all three of
Yeah.
them.
So
Okay.
he's gonna be in all three of them.
Yeah, when does the third one
Okay.
come out? 2028.
So it's not just like the next one. He's gonna be in the third one whenever that comes out.
Okay,
All right.
that's good. I mean, I watched because some people are saying, oh, he didn't like being in the makeup chair, but that's actually not true. I seen an
Here's the
interview where
thing.
he
Here's
was
the thing.
talking about how
Here's the
he
thing. It's
he actually
probably
likes
he'll
it.
spend less time in a makeup chair doing the Batman movies than doing the show.
Well, he actually likes the whole
I
makeup
know, but
and
it's
all
true
that
though,
stuff.
right,
So
guys? It's true though. Doing
yeah,
being for the
for
movie,
well, if
so
he
he's
has a
long.
larger room,
yeah. What, Degrassi?
He just hates carrying it around for 12 to 16 hours a day, 6 days a week for 3
yeah.
months.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
fair. That's fair. But I mean, he didn't sound like he absolutely hated it.
The
Because
thing
he was
about
talking about his how he actually appreciated it a lot. So I mean, that
yes,
could just be
and
fluff.
He's gonna get an Emmy for this. I'm telling you, he might get an Emmy for this.
He should.
that's the good thing
Like,
about special effect makeup applications is they get better the more
uh,
they get
and by the
better, they
way,
get faster, they get lighter, they get easier to wear.
if
the
Hmm.
the more refined they get, the more you use them, the more you refine them, and the easier they get to carry around.
Right.
By the way, guys, if people expect us to pick one season two, they specifically said before the show started, this is the series finale.
The showrunner said though that they don't mind doing another season.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
don't
know
say it's the
who's
series finale then. Don't. Like
Yeah,
if you
but
want
they could change it.
Yeah, it wouldn't be the first show that went
I
from
don't think
being
it
a
needs a
Yeah.
second. I don't think it needs a second season. Focus on another character.
I
I think
agree, but at the same time, I don't know what's gonna happen with the Batman Part Two. So
You think it's gonna be Hush Degrassi?
uh, yes. I
hmm,
was
I don't.
told today that it is. I mean, and that's from somebody on the inside. Um,
Is he gonna be
hmm.
best friends with Bruce Wayne, or just trying to get revenge on the Reigns for potential murder of his father?
both,
Both.
something like
Hmm.
that. I just all I know is that the big hush push for next year it's more than just comics
Oh,
stuff.
are they willing to? Are they? So it's
Hmm.
not. Oh man, are they willing to go two actors for that role? The redhead and Robert Pattinson, because you know what Hush does in the comics.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Can you
But
imagine
I
what?
mean, I think it would be so far. Looks like Robert Pattinson playing two parts.
Yeah,
Hmm.
No, I don't think they'll do that. But
I
even
mean,
though even though the Riddler pretty much was
this is
Hush, but
they
they'll
might change Hush actually loving his father instead of hating his father, because we know in the comics he despises his father.
yeah, he killed his
Hmm.
father.
Well, his father kind of isn't. His father, I mean, his father was a drunken alcoholic. So I'm not defending what Hush did, but his father kind of like was a bad person. They're
Because
Hmm.
the Hush 2 storyline, bringing Jim Lee and Jeff Loeb back to the ongoing
doing a Hush
Batman
again.
title.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah,
Hush Two.
yeah, next year.
Who?
Hush
Okay,
2.
I have a question. Who the hell was Shush?
Shush
Oh,
was
the
a female.
female. The female. Yeah.
What? Okay, what's that character? I never read that. I never know much about. Is that
That
anything
was a
related?
recent thing. So.
Is that related to
Yeah,
Hush
I
in any
think it
way
was
or
just
no?
one off where like it was just somebody because you'll get a single
Oh,
issue maybe
I
or,
don't know
or,
who.
or a 3 issue arc where it's not necessarily not out of continuity, but it just tells its story and it may
Hmm.
break the fourth
I don't know.
wall or have some satirical or parody like elements in it. I don't know. I don't know what happened to Shush, but I haven't heard anything about her since.
Hmm.
So
Green
just like
Arrow.
with
It should be an
Punchline,
older.
where's
If
Punchline? Is that even a thing anymore?
if you're gonna go for
I
older
don't
actors to
even
play
know.
Green Arrow should be like an actor for Batman age. For the DCU's Batman should be around the
Damn,
age around there.
it's pouring outside.
Is it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it'll be
Hmm.
one of Pattinson's contemporaries, somebody in the same age range, and kind of probably, you know,
Yeah. Some
how I imagine they'll stack the
I just remember in the Snyderverse or the DCU, everybody wanted Charlie Hunnam.
what for Oliver Queen.
Yeah, because he looked at him for his Sons of Anarchy character, the blonde hair and then the goatee and all that. Yeah, there's a
I think he's sworn off. He's sworn.
oh no,
Oh, he dropped out.
I mean Charlie Hunnam is a good movie. Let's be honest. He has had never
Yeah.
no movie has been good. So whatever. I just don't know how Hush. I mean, Hush should be a master manipulator. That's what Hush should be—a huge manipulator. The guy who plays behind the scenes. If he is a reporter playing behind the scenes, it does fit Hush because that's what Hush is
That
MMO.
would be very interesting.
It'd be like kind of like a little similar to Vicky Vale from the Telltale games, because Telltale games she's a reporter, but she's really Miss Arkham, whatever they call her,
Hmm.
right? A little similar to that. I think Degrassi will probably come back. It's better if he can't.
Yeah.
All right, Degrassi.
It'd be funny if like there was a version of remember that character from Batman '89, Knox?
I love Knox.
Version of that character in the Matt Reeves universe. Probably one of my favorite like minor characters in a Batman movie.
Hmm.
So apparently he won't be a lot in the Batman 2. He's gonna be in 5 or 6 scenes of the Batman 2. I mean that's
Who?
wasn't that the same amount of screen time he had in the
The
first
Penguin.
Batman
Penguin?
movie?
Yeah.
Who said that? According to who?
Hollywood Handle is from Hollywood Reporter actually. Hollywood Reporter.
The Hollywood Reporter said that just
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. Yeah. 10:51 p.m. Oh, 10 minutes ago. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
On Twitter?
Oh, by the way, he said he would do Penguin season 2. He would. Yeah, on Twitter. Thank you, George. So I'll give it to you, blind in
Well,
Discord.
I'm on my phone, so. Oh yeah, well if it's on Discord, okay.
Yeah, I'll show it to you.
Oh yeah, blinded. I finally joined Blue Sky.
Damn.
Join us, blinded. It's not chaotic. I trust me.
5 or 6 scenes, really? Okay.
I make blinded.
I feel so relieved to join it, and I'm closer to being away from the beta male Musk.
Huh.
Yo, that's what I'm gonna call him, man. Like he a beta male at this point.
Blinded.
Yeah,
This is
it's cringe.
blinded. This is the best comic book show, better than any Marvel show, right?
Yeah. I'm just more curious about what the Batman 2 is going to be then after, if this is true that he's only in 5 to 6 scenes. I mean, that is a decent amount of scenes, but at the same time, I guess that would imply he's not the main villain. So that's probably goes against my entire theory.
The thing is, it's possible in the final movie he'll be one of the main villains or potential.
Mhm.
Like we can have more than one main villain.
Right. But I feel
Marvel,
like at the ending, doesn't this imply that Batman is involved with what went on in the show, or he has to?
yeah. Marvel is really the only one that does like usually one main villain. Rarely they'll have two main villains,
Right.
but they usually do one main villain. I think with this they could do
You could do
more.
multiple for sure.
Yeah, especially like Joker. I mean, like I think they're setting up the Joker to be the main villain, like the big main villain, the
Mhm.
big main villain. The Hannibal Lecter of the show,
Mhm.
right? Uh, that's what I think. Oh yeah, DeGrasse will be back. So yeah, he'll be back in Hollywood Handle says that 5 or 6 scenes.
The Hollywood Handle said Degrassi's coming back.
Yeah, they said that. Yes.
the way it was worded, it's like, oh,
I know.
Degrassi will return.
Yes. I like this. I like this show. I'm in love with this show, man.
Mhm.
I admit this whole show. I'm like Batman. They're never gonna mention Batman. Nope, they do it at the ending. You just knew that was gonna
Yeah,
happen.
they-
What's this? What's Eve Carlos said? Us, nobody's standing in your way. I'm like, oh, there's something Batman related that's gonna happen.
Mhm.
They gave us when they panned out right from the
Mhm.
penthouse, and then you show the 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 watch. First, the bat signal. I mean, it has to make sense. You have to give us something Batman though related.
Yeah,
You have to do that.
something's in the way.
Oh, I love the song. Oh, but I love the song they play for Sofia Falcone. In that
Oh
scene.
yeah.
Oh my god! Like, it just fits it fits her, it fits that character. Oh my god! I thought Eve Carlo was gonna actually at the
Yeah,
end.
honestly, like when you think about it, her return to Arkham is a fate worse than death.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, she was what? Still, she was like her spirit was broken.
here's the thing: she was ready to get shot by
She wanted to die.
Oz, but then like when she saw the cops, saw the helicopter, she was like, "Yeah, I'm screwed."
Was that? What do you think that was an act of
Yeah.
mercy?
No, he knew that was her worst fate.
Oh.
Fate. Let's be honest, right? Like George is right.
Oh yeah. But
Like to go back to that hellhole. I mean, remember like what was it episode 4 where we saw like
there's a chance,
just like how that place broke her.
there's
Right.
a chance they might redeem her.
I don't think so.
Small chance. With the
I don't think they're gonna. I honestly I don't think so. I think that might be. Uh-oh. Hold on, give me a second here.
Because why would she smile about Selena Kyle? Like,
Because I think this might be like her opportunity to be like, there's someone else out here who also had to endure pain just like me.
oh
Well,
yeah,
well, here's the thing. I can see her maybe manipulating Selena
Yeah,
in some
manipulating
way.
her and using her to potentially get out because now she can use Selena Kyle to be like, hey, look, um, this is proof that what my father did, and I can resolve or what's the term? Yeah, resolve.
yeah. Because I think Selena Kyle was
Like
actually.
basically get erase everything that has been accused of her. Because remember, people still think that she is obviously the hangman
I think
still.
Selena Kyle's mother was a victim of the Hangman Killer by the same way the Hangman Killer kills chokes and hangs.
Right.
I think. I remember uh, Alberto, not Alberto, Carmine was choking Selena Kyle
Hmm.
too, right? That's the Hangman's
Right.
MO, right? Green Arrow's not going to be in his 50s. That's ridiculous.
An
No,
older Green Arrow.
in his 50s. Who, which YouTuber is this? Tell me, because like, why?
I don't know about that.
Why? It passes prime.
Yeah, it
Don't
seems like
don't
I don't know
you
about
don't
that.
make your main characters in their 50s, please.
I
I
mean,
mean,
not all of them,
if you want to
but
Yeah.
have him start off as experienced, that's fine. But make him like 5 years experience, not like what, like 20+ years experience.
Don't do what they did
mm,
with Ben Affleck's Batman, with his 20 years of experience, and it didn't make sense because he had to start being Batman like at 20 years old. If that's the case.
Yeah, because like Ben
mm,
Affleck was when he filmed BBS, like in his early 40s,
Yeah,
like
or late 30s,
43,
early 40s. Yeah, around the same
42,
age as Hal. That's
43.
fine. Like,
Because let's see now. He was like probably what, like 43 when they filmed the
they,
movie was supposed to come out in 2015.
Batman.
They started filming in 2014, so he was 42 when they started filming.
Yeah, Batman's usually
hmm
starts crime fighting usually around 25 to 30, around that age range. Usually at
hmm
25, like it's the most common age is 25, but that around that age range, he's that's when he becomes. That's when he starts his crime fighting crusade.
right.
I think the Batman, even though Robert Pattinson was like a decade older, I think the Batman version is 28 years old.
He's in his late 20s. Yo, he's the same age
Yeah.
as me now.
Hmm.
Yo, I should become Batman now.
Like most Marvel
Mm,
characters, they're like in the 30s, or mid 30s or 40s. That's when they become heroes. Have you noticed that?
hmm
Like Captain, like how old is Iron Man? Iron Man had to be in his 30s to become Iron Man. Um, Captain America, I don't know how old Captain America was, but
He was in
Ant
his late
Man,
20s.
Captain
Ant
America
Man.
was like late 20s.
Okay,
Yeah.
Ant Man was probably his 30s, right? They all start late in Marvel, all late.
hmm
Um, except Spider Man. Spider Man's in his teens.
Right.
Um,
Because for some reason Marvel's in love with the idea of keeping Spider-Man a teenager forever.
well, they
Yeah,
can't do it
pretty
with Tom
much.
Holland. It'd be a
No,
college man.
listen. When Spider-Man 4 comes out, Tom Holland's gonna be 30.
He may not even
Yeah.
be in college as Spider Man. He may not. He might be a senior year in
No,
Spider.
he's probably gonna be in college.
But what year will be in college? Because it'll be like 5 years in between
And like,
movies.
It's not really that big of a deal, to be honest. Because I
I
mean,
know.
like,
Well,
yeah,
maybe.
here's the thing. Like, because you can stay in college for a while. So like,
yeah,
what
you
year
can.
of college? Like,
He most likely would end up going for a couple more than 4 years. He end up going for masters and maybe
but
like
also take this into consideration, considering that like Peter Parker like has been for everyone forgot Peter Parker existed. It probably took him like an extra year or two to get into college.
hmm
That's why he had to get his like
Well, he
GED.
did
He has to
finish
like
his. He
establish.
did. He did. We actually do see that at the ending of No Way Home, though. He
Yeah, that
finished his
he's studying
GED.
for his GED, but it's like he needs to get the finances for college. He needs to get
Right.
like he needs to get like his identity thrown into even get any aid or to even get recommended for a college.
Yeah, he needs everything.
So
He needs
it would probably take. So he probably like it would take him like what, a year or two to get in. So he'd probably be what, like at 21 years old, a freshman in college, possibly.
the thing is how
Not everyone goes into college like
how did
right
he
at
get
the
it if
age
he
of
has no
18,
high school
19.
record? If he
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
it's
So
like, if he applies, unless he applies like as a mature student, whoever it's called blinded, like Joyce as a mature student. I don't know.
Mhm.
I mean, for
It
goodness
really-
sakes, there's adults that don't start college until
Technically,
they're in
I'm
their
a mature student.
Yeah.
in their mid to late 20s or older. Listen, I was a freshman in school. Listen, as a college freshman, I was in classes with people in
Yeah,
their
30.
30s and 40s.
You know what's weird?
Yeah, that's true.
I don't think Bruce Wayne has a degree in anything. I think he switches
Yeah,
classes.
he does.
He does? Oh,
Yeah, criminology.
yeah. The thing is, I would like to see the thing is, I want to know why a criminology professor would go up to Bruce Wayne and be like, Bruce
Oh
Wayne,
man,
you're a billionaire. Why would it be interested in criminology?
that makes the joke in Clerks 2 even funnier when
Yeah.
Randall's like, "We were taking criminology for Christ's sake. What are we trying to be, Batman?"
Yeah,
Mhm.
the thing is, but also right, that's funny because like if you have a billionaire as a student and you're teaching criminology, I would
There's a
find
lot
that
of
weird.
rich kids in university, though.
I know, but
There's a
I would
ton
find
of
that
them.
weird. But like this is Bruce Wayne. I would find that weird, right? Why would any rich kid want to take criminology?
Well, they would look into
Because
his history and be
they
like,
might be
"Wait a minute."
interested in it.
Also,
University was
though-
for rich people. Let's be honest.
But hold on. They would if the school knew about the Bruce Wayne's history, they'd be like, "Oh, that makes sense." Maybe
He probably
once
Yeah,
a
donated
that's
to
month.
the school. Did Wayne Enterprises probably donated? Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Can you imagine like Bruce Wayne Bruce Wayne, you're rich, but why are you in a biology class? You want to be a doctor like your dad? I guess that makes sense.
Well, would biology be a recommendation course for him? Listen, some
Well-
colleges recommend some. Listen, I was a business major. I had to take 2 sciences.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
you have
true.
to take
The
electives.
thing
So,
is,
like-
his dad was a doctor, but he didn't get rich from being a doctor. It was actually inherited,
Mhm.
right? That's what we know.
I mean, I don't
Wayne's-
know how other universities work, but that was how my university worked.
Bruce Wayne, why are you taking police foundations? You're a
Mm.
rich kid. You should be taking business classes. You're because the reason I say that because they would think you'd be running Wayne Enterprises, right? Like a professor,
Right.
you assume you're taking money Wayne Enterprises, not being criminology.
Dang, Degrassi, that's deep.
What?
I wouldn't be surprised if it's
Best
that's not
criminology.
surprising.
He's the best criminal.
I'm not
ever.
surprised.
No, that's true.
I'm not surprised.
Well, there are a lot of
Hey,
corrupt.
Degrassi,
people
are you
out
able
there.
to come back on?
For goodness sakes, there's a lot of corrupt people out there.
Bruce,
I took criminology so I can become Batman or a serial killer.
I took
Oh.
criminology to become. Oh,
My
There's-
life goal was to become Batman.
forensic science. I took forensic science.
Listen.
Batman.
I took accounting to either become an accountant or to learn how to do tax evasion the right way.
Oh,
So?
I became a forensic scientist. I took forensic science to become like the Flash because Barry is a forensic scientist, right?
Mm,
Right? Is that true? Is that what he
yeah,
is?
yep,
Well,
yep.
quick question. How many how many idiots are going to take politics just to be like Donald Trump? When he does
Then
the
you don't
opposite.
need it. Then you don't even need a degree.
When,
Like,
when
what
he does
degree
it-
did you go
when
to?
he-
Stupid university?
Wait,
Yeah, pretty
how
much.
many people take photography just to be like Peter Parker?
So,
Yeah,
What's
you gotta climb flagpoles and take pictures.
What's the easiest? I'm not sure what you have in the U.S., but in Toronto, blind, right? In Canada, we have like those elective courses, and everybody
Yeah.
picks the easiest one, right?
yeah.
what's-
That's what I did.
Yeah, you have that too, George. What was yours?
So it was like this media class where we watched movies and we
Mhm.
talk about them. I'll just say this: movies in college, it was a lot of fun. Listen, I took a business class where we got to watch Office Space for extra credit, and we had to talk about it in a paragraph.
Nice.
I would love to do. You basically had to write a review to get marks.
Yo,
Yeah,
about like
pretty
we had to talk about like the business culture. Listen. I took a I forgot what the class was, but we watched that movie, The Big Short, which was about the recession.
Oh,
Mm.
We watched that for class. We watched All the President's Men. Yo, watching All the President's Men about Nixon and Watergate and having the most liberal professor was quite the experience.
oh,
Yo, that professor, she was super liberal. That was also the year Trump won the first time. So,
Oof.
yo, she faked an injury just so we can go out and vote. Because I had her on Tuesday, which was election day. She sent an
that's a
email
lazy
saying
fucking instructor.
Mhm.
she she sent an email saying like I twisted my ankle. Go vote.
Damn.
I trust you'll vote for the right candidate. Then 2 days later on Thursday, I come into class. She's all depressed and stuff.
Professors, here's my hot take: professors should never tell you to vote for.
Yo, this
No,
professor.
obviously.
Listen. This professor she was so weird. Like we watched Pulp Fiction in the class, and like this. You've both seen Pulp Fiction, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So you know the scene where like that hillbilly Bonnie and Clyde couple are like robbing the diner and they're going in the kitchen and they're like
Mhm.
yelling at all the like Mexican like cooks.
Yeah.
Yo, my professor, she said the dumbest thing. She said, "This is what Trump's gonna do to all the Mexicans." I'm like, why would you say that in a class? Why would
Oh,
you
What
fear
the
monger like
fuck?
that? I mean,
What the
granted,
fuck?
like now, unfortunately, there's that could be reality. But like at the time, why would you say that? I'm just saying, why would you like scare college kids like that? I don't care if we're adults.
Trump is
I'd be
Trump
like,
is
hey,
gonna do
teach.
that
I'd
to
be
the
like, professor, I just
Mexicans.
came here
That's
to learn. I
crazy.
came here to learn. I paid my money to learn, not. I
Yeah, like
That's
I came to
insane.
this class to watch movies, not get a
came to this class to watch movies.
yo, like I just to watch movies, like
I signed up this class to watch movies.
not
Ah.
not get a not get like I'm
Yeah, this is
sorry.
true. I know this is true. Um,
Like,
What was it?
I'm trying to think what other
Employees to
the,
give their employees time off to vote. Yeah, I think it's like that here too.
trying to
yeah,
think of like my marketing class was super easy.
I think actually if you work for the government, I believe actually. I'll have to look into it.
Well, here's the thing: the class would be easy depending on who the professor was. So there were some really chill professors, like
Hmm.
my one marketing professor, my one like 300
I
level professor. He was super easy.
I I hate 3 hour classes.
Oh shit! Like, listen, I had
Isn't
one
that's every
professor.
single class now?
No, no, I don't mind them in the afternoon or maybe sometimes at night or late afternoon. But
Hmm.
if I'm 8
Oh,
a.m.,
8. Yeah.
yeah, I'm like,
No, but look, I've had some really other wacky professors. I had one professor that said zombie apocalypse is gonna happen. And it was for like and this was for like a United States history class.
who did they hire? Who did they do that? Maybe university should do like a wellness check on people they hire now. Be like,
Yo, I had one professor, yo, he was like the whitest old man ever, and like we had these Irish exchange students. So he used to be like, "What does the Irish think?
oh, we
What does the Irish think?" And like my friend would had him the following semester, and he said, "Yo, we had a kid from France." He'd be like, "What does Mister French think?" Like, like nothing like show us some
Crazy.
European racism to the European immigrants.
oh my god.
Oh, and then like trying to think like another professor. He would like literally take us out of the class and like be like, "Do you find this
Into
class
our government.
super easy?" Yo,
Yeah.
I had this
Unfortunately,
one professor.
Degrassi, that is everywhere in the Western world.
Or this one professor I had. It was for like a political
It's
class.
either this, or you can have real unfair elections won by actual dictatorships like
That
Putin.
is true, Degrassi. But I had this one professor, so it was like for a winter course, and he said like, "I don't care if you do the test in Mandarin or in crayon, as long as you do it." My friend brought in a crayon, and he looked up how to answer questions in Mandarin and wrote the answers
Hmm.
in Mandarin. And the professor's like, "Oh wow, you followed directions quite well, even though I
So,
was joking."
Oh
And then like,
my god!
and then and then the day before the test, a kid asked him, "Wait a minute, do we have to do the test in Mandarin?" So the professor's like, "No, we're gonna do it in Latin." He was like, "Are you for real?" I was like, "No, we're gonna do it in Greece." And the kid still kept believing him. And
Oh,
then he
you
was like,
couldn't tell sarcasm? Oh
like,
my god.
"Oh my!"
These kids. Oh, I'm sorry to think more dumbass kids are getting to university.
Like
Well,
this was like back in 2019 as well.
Oh yeah.
Think of how it's gone 5 years later.
Well, there is evidence that the kids are not. Hi, Harvey. Oh, Harvey Dent's here. Yeah,
Harvey
we can hear
Dent.
you. I
Harvey
mean, we
Dent.
can see you talking. We can't hear you.
Can you hear me? Who is this? Who
Harvey
is it?
Dent. Are you
Can
screaming
you
for
hear me? You
Rachel?
mean can you see
Rachel!
the comment? Yeah, we can see
Yeah.
your comment.
Sorry. It's good to yeah. It's
Trying to
glad
think
to
of
have
like
you here. Don't worry.
trying to think if I had any other cartoon character professors.
Mm,
Yo, I had a professor. He used to ride a motorcycle.
You must have professors from Hogwarts or something.
says, did it make you mad how the penguin was yelling at the nurse? Like he better watch his damn mouth talking to healthcare workers like that. That's why he's a villain.
What? Okay.
It didn't make me mad. I mean, that's Penguin. He's a villain. He's supposed to do shit like
But
that.
here's the thing: his
Oh
mom.
man, that's a
was
great
in jeopardy.
comment.
Of course, any character, good or bad, would be screaming in rage. Or
No, 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 no. I agree with this comment though, for real. Yeah, the way he was yelling at the nurse was wild for sure. When he was
yeah,
I
like,
mean, he was
and the way she
panicking.
ran out of the room too. It's like shit.
yo, can I just say this? The Oz as a kid almost looks like my cousin when he was a kid.
What?
Holy! I was like, good lord, is this my cousin? Like,
You're never gonna see.
God
You're never
damn.
gonna see your. You're never gonna picture your cousin the same again after saying that.
well,
George.
to be fair, I can see him doing something like this. So,
What?
It's crazy.
Watch out, George. Watch out for your cousin.
Yeah.
Stay away from your cousin. Stay away from your cousin.
Listen. I live on Staten Island, where the mob families
Oh
still live in.
no.
You know, I want to go visit the Godfather house one day. I don't care if the mobsters live in that area. I just want to visit it.
Mm,
George.
Yo, like, how?
George, yo, blinded. A couple months from now, George needs to end up back on the stream talking like a mobster. Just watch.
yeah.
Oh my god! Hey, listen. Next time I'm stream, I could be Stephen A's chief of staff.
Oh yeah,
So-
yeah. I wonder what Stephen A. Smith says about the show.
Yo, does Stephen A. Smith still take questions on days?
Yes.
Someone
yes,
should
yes.
ask him what he thinks about the Penguin. Like, ask him like, do you think this is the GOAT of comic book shows? I'll never.
His top 5 Marvel movies are it's a bad list. I have the question. I just say it's Marvel. Sebastian Stan, do not ever pitch ideas to Marvel ever again because your ideas suck.
Yeah, those ideas were
Suck.
bad.
Who the hell wants to see a prequel of their friendship?
Who
And
wants to see little skinny
Yeah.
Steve Rogers?
yeah, and also, where does it make sense where he trains the Black Widow in the MCU? I know in the comics, but if you watch the MCU, where would that make sense? Like,
Yeah, I don't
what
know.
the fuck?
Didn't like Black Widow in the Winter Soldier say that like he tried killing her?
Yeah. Oh,
So like, why would he
if
train
he's talking
someone that he would try?
if he's talking about maybe other Black Widows from the time period, like other Black
I
Widows-
mean, maybe.
Not-
well,
yeah, Natasha, maybe.
I don't know.
Mhm.
That would be a good idea for a what if episode, but not for like the main MCU
would-
continuity.
No, not to spend $200 million
Your
on.
Sky Rich. Mine is
Like that could be a good episode for what if, like
Mine
what
is-
if like the Winter Soldier trained Black Natasha Romanoff.
Mhm.
Sky Rich is not exactly a hero right now, but I understand. I know what you're saying.
Spider-Man, duh.
Batman. I'm kidding. I don't know. Batman is in the MCU. They
Batman.
didn't mention him in the
Well,
Guardians
actually,
special.
Spider-Man and Deadpool. Deadpool's Deadpool. we
I
gotta
do like
throw
Spider-Man.
Deadpool
I do like Thor.
And
do like Iron Man, those three.
and we're Spider-Man, Deadpool, and the worst Logan.
The worst Logan.
He's which, by the way, he ain't the worst Logan, but that's what he's called.
What's Logan? But I don't know what Sebastian Stan was thinking. Like, why does he want a prequel? prequel right now.
No clue.
Yo, oh, by the way, I gotta say, I really like how that Brave New World trailer looked yesterday. I don't know how
I
good the
know.
movie's gonna be, but the style of the trailer actually looked really good.
I want to say she's
Mm.
a hero right now. I mean, she. I want to say she's a hero. I say she's a villain. I don't see her as a hero in Doctor Strange. Like a hero doesn't go. A hero sacrifices a lot, and her going at her reason in that movie where some people say she's a hero is actually not a hero. Like it's actually a very selfish reason. Heroes are meant to sacrifice for the better good of everybody. That's the
Hmm.
difference. That's why I don't see her as a hero. But I can see what other people say she's a hero. But
I mean, she was a hero for quite some time.
yes, but
You know, I have to laugh every time, like whenever I watch Civil War now. Whenever I hear Steve
yeah,
trying to defend her, it's like, "Hey, Steve, do you know that several years from now she's gonna kill an alternate version of your girlfriend?"
So,
Like seriously, like she's just a kid. Yeah, that kid just killed
I don't
Peggy.
think she's a after the shit she put. I don't think she's an Avenger anymore. She has to earn that.
Yo, no way they're gonna invite her back to the Avengers anytime soon. First of all, I don't even know what Avengers team's gonna be in
Oh, it's
Doomsday.
not going to be a good team. Let's get back to the Batman.
the
Uh,
Batman.
the Batman. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun, Batman. Uh,
I'm gonna have to go watch the Batman again for
Yo, I
like
oh
want to
yeah.
watch. I
the
definitely want to watch the
eighth
Batman
You want?
again
time.
after this.
Do you want to see the Penguin? You want to see the Penguin hobble in the Batman?
Do we want to see him hobble? I mean, he was kind of wasn't he trying to like correct his walk? Was I the only one that noticed that?
Yeah. How did
Like
was
when
he
he was
born?
leaving the city hall, he looked like he was trying to correct his
Yo,
walk.
I'm just gonna say this. I love the taste of Oz's mom's old movies. Top Hat, Gilda.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say something else. That
No, no,
never
I
start a
love.
sentence like that.
Listen. I love her taste in old movies. I love those movies. I love Top Hat. I
I
love
heard
Gilda.
Penguin's mom. I love the taste of her, and I was just like,
Yo,
Yo,
"What are you gonna
Lord.
say, George?"
Well, no. Well, I don't know. Well, listen, Sophia Falcone. I'll just say this: beautiful yet deadly. Yo, she messes me
Mm,
up. Listen, if that's my last memory before I die, I'm good.
goodbye, George.
Yo, I'm good.
Night, night, nighty night for George.
oh my god. You. Oh my god.
I'll be like,
You
yeah,
know what?
yeah.
They should just killed her off. I'm sorry. They should just had her die in the hospital.
No, 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 no.
What?
No, first of all, would should that really happen after a month after Joker 2 came out and they basically just like killed that character in the worst way possible in Arkham?
Oh my! They butchered the
Eh,
Joker and that.
Yo,
What
Oh
are
my
those
god.
paths forward, Degrassi? I'm curious.
Oh yeah. I mean, like,
Oh,
kill
I don't think.
Sophia Falcone and play That's Life.
mhm.
Do 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 do. Like, oh, we just trolled you.
So how did that? How did the? So how did that? How did the therapist survive? Like, nothing happened. I guess he'll be back.
Mhm.
I guess he'll be. But he's so creepy. He's so creepy. Also, man, I can't wait to see Two Face and the
I
coin.
man, I just wonder like
I
how,
want to see
because
Two Face too.
this is a realistic universe. Like I wonder like how they gonna treat Two Face.
Hmm.
Are
Well,
they gonna
you could do. I mean, you did do that in the Dark Knight, right?
Yeah, but like do you wanna like rinse and repeat Dark Knight?
Yeah,
Oh no,
that's the only thing.
Rachel! Rachel, it's all about
That's the
Rachel.
only thing.
No. No, you're not.
No,
But I
that
really
doesn't work
want to
in this.
see Two Face though in this
But I know
universe.
I wanna see Two Face. I'm just curious like how you gonna approach him without burning his face off or
Hmm.
Doesn't work. The Rachel thing and they don't do the Rachel. It should be let's bring in Two Face. Also bring in don't bring in freaking Firefly. Yeah, Killer Moth should be the main villain of the Batman universe. No, I'm kidding.
Mm,
um, Killer Moth. You never face him in the Arkham games. Never.
no, yeah.
Same with Ventriloquist, right? You don't face a dummy either.
Yo, I know
Mm-mm.
what villain they should bring in into the
It's not,
Batman
man.
universe.
When I hear it's not. Don't worry.
I know what villain they should bring. They should bring in the Electrocutioner.
Oh yeah, just have Batman just knock him out with one punch.
Yo, like the Shocker ripoff character. Like,
Mm. I really think. Listen, if the Batman Part 2 makes a shit ton of money, kiss Brave and the Bold goodbye. Because then
Maybe.
there's no denying that no one is going to move forward with another Batman. Or
Because yeah,
people are not going
because
to be enthusiastic about a new Batman.
exactly. Because exactly. That's exactly how I see things, man. It's.
I just think it's redundant. It like I've always felt when they announce, like to be honest, when they even announced Brave and the Bold, I was shocked because it just felt like, oh, so we are getting a DCU Batman. Like that was never really a rumor, and it just sort of like even now it's like, wouldn't you think that Brave and the Bold would be a 2027 movie?
It might not even be that. It might end up being. It might end up being later. It might end up releasing a
Yeah.
movie after Part 3.
So
And
you're
that could be
talking
like
about in the mid 2030s?
Part 3 would be like, but Part 3 would be like 2029 if it's a 3-year gap. 29. Because I don't think they're gonna wait 4 years to do Part 2 and Part 3 because the reason why they delayed Part 2 is because of strikes.
Hmm.
Don't worry. I think we're getting Wonder Woman stuff. They are working on Wonder Woman stuff. There's teases for Wonder Woman stuff. I don't know about a movie yet, but
Hmm.
Creature Commandos, they got Seriously, and they got the Paradise Show. So Wonder Woman, I think she's not far off. I think she's not far off. You got to start off with Superman first. She's
Yeah.
I'm um what other good villains that we don't really talk about? Like could end up in the bat. Yeah, they're not gonna do Victor's ass. Be interesting though. Professor Pig, I don't know. Are you
Mm.
willing? You think they're willing to do not just gangsters, but demented serial killers or demented scientists? Like,
Yeah, I think so, but they just don't. I just don't think they should use it all the time because then it seems kind of redundant. It's like you did Riddler and
yeah,
so
Riddler's like. The funny thing is, this whole show, Penguin says, "You're crazy, you're a psycho, you're insane, you're stuff." But I'm like, Penguin, you're exactly like that too. You're psychotic.
hmm
Because it sounds like he's talking about himself, right? That's the irony about the character in this show. That
right.
he calls everybody else crazy, psychotic, and all that. I'm like, but you're doing the exact same thing. From the
Hmm.
day as a kid, when you're clinging to your mom, getting rid of your competition, your brothers, I'm like, isn't that not a psychotic, a
Right.
psycho trait? Whatever it's called.
Hmm.
Like,
Hmm.
seriously. And that councilman. I mean, what's the councilman's name again?
I don't even know. I
We
can tell
see.
you.
I'm sure Batman's gonna be referenced to Superman. So the trailer may come out next month. Two
Hmm.
possible scenarios: the Brazil, what's it called, CCPX. Warner Brothers is supposed to be there. Okay, I think they confirmed. Also, there's also possible that it may come out on Christmas during one of the basketball games.
Mm.
Yeah. So next month, uh, let you all know the Superman trailer. Now, James Gunn has to debunk this, right? I'm sure somebody's going to ask him on Threads, and he may deny it because even when he denies, they said he denies stuff, but the stuff he denies actually does come true.
Mhm.
Okay. Um. Also, the What If trailer is out tomorrow, season 3, I
Mhm.
believe.
Mhm. Yeah, it comes out tomorrow.
And all right, what else is there? Like, part, what what other characters do you? So before we end this, do you want to see other vigilantes in the show in the universe, like a Robin, like a Batgirl, or like a Red Hood, or like an Azrael? You know, I'm trying to get here.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing a Robin. I don't think. I mean, it really depends. Again, if this is successful, then I feel like they may have to introduce these characters over a period of time. But and I mean successful in terms of they're not going to do a DCU Batman. They would just make Robert Pattinson the DCU Batman. Because I also don't understand the whole we're working with Matt Reeves, and Matt Reeves is the only person right now to have an Elseworld universe,
Mm-hmm.
and it's successful. So I just feel like why wouldn't they fold it into? I feel like that's a more interesting question is whether Robert Pattinson will be
We
the
fire Rich
DCU
Rezek and
Batman.
get Matt Reeves, convince Matt Reeves to do Brave and the Bold.
He doesn't even need to. He just continue on what he's doing right now.
Then you have to incorporate Superman and all the rest of the DCU into his
I
universe.
mean, yeah, I mean,
I don't think he want that though, because I don't think it works in that universe. That kind of stuff. He doesn't want the fantastical elements in his universe.
but this is the thing, right? I know he doesn't want to, but
Oh, you're yawning.
yeah, yeah, I might have to go soon. But
Yeah, we're ending around close to midnight. It's almost midnight here.
um, I mean, it's not like Matt Reeves is like anti the comics. It's not like Christopher Nolan. He does care about the comics, and so I do feel like
Yeah,
if
that's why
they
he's
were to
that's like,
work out something, because I feel like it really is just he wants to have the creative freedom, and that's really it.
yeah.
And I feel like if that was the case, I mean, why couldn't they have Batman in the DCU? Like, what is really stopping them? It's not like they introduce a lot of elements that you now have to go back and retcon. Not really. You could just say, well, this all is taking place in Gotham. Gotham itself is modern and contemporary, but yet it still feels not like a city that you would see. It's very old, and it's still. I mean, when you look at some of the concept art for it, it's like. I mean,
When
again,
also,
I think it maybe will depend on what Superman looks like, but even then, I don't. I feel like it could still fit.
you just have to find a way. It's just, I think I don't know if Matt Reeves is just.
Yeah, I could see like what Degrassi was saying for quite some time about Dick Grayson being the DCU Batman because yeah, I still can't really comprehend how you're gonna have two Bruce Waynes and they're supposed to now compete.
This that's gonna.
Yeah,
But
it
the
doesn't. It
idea
never
needs.
made sense. It just never made
My
any
only issue
sense
with that, if this gonna be about Damian Wayne, you kind of need Batman at the beginning in this movie for most of the movie. Bruce Wayne,
unless they're. I mean,
unless
kind
Brave
of.
and the
I
Bold is
guess.
not, unless Brave
But
and the
then this is
Bold, maybe
another thing too. Who's gonna play Batman for the DCU? Like, who wants to
yeah.
go up against Robert Pattinson as he's at his height?
The only issue I mean, Dick Grayson was Batman. The only problem I have is that Batman is not like any other hero in Marvel or DC. Batman is Bruce Wayne
Hmm.
as a person, right? I like Marvel is different because Marvel the Danny's and their alter egos are always the same. In DC, Superman and Clark Kent are not very much different.
Hmm.
Wonder Woman and Diana are very much different. Green Arrow is not that much different, but Batman and Bruce Wayne are two different people, and Batman is actually the real Bruce Wayne. So
Hmm.
the thing is, Dick Grayson, even as Robin, and as Dick Grayson acts the same, is the same, right? He doesn't
Hmm.
really have an alter personality, like a fake. He doesn't really fake an alter personality like Bruce Wayne does.
Hmm. Hmm.
That's that's my concern about. That's my issue with Batman and Bruce Wayne, like right, and there's proof in the comics. Like there's this one panel where Wonder Woman with the lasso around Superman and Batman asks him what's her real name. Superman says Clark Kent. Batman, you know what Batman says? He doesn't say Bruce name. He says Batman.
Hmm.
It's just, I think Dick Grayson would be better off with the Teen Titans movie right now.
Yeah, I would agree too. Yeah, I mean that's another thing too. They're doing a Teen Titans movie. That doesn't necessarily mean they'll use Dick Grayson, but Dick Grayson, in my opinion, is a much better candidate for the Teen Titans.
Yeah,
That I don't know. It just feels like Batman right now is in a very confusing position because I mean, especially if the show is very successful, and then we get the Batman Part Two, and then in the next 2 years, we get some announcement on a new show, or what happens if the Penguin gets a second season and they're continuing? I just feel like, why would you continue to push for something that, like, in my opinion, the Brave and the Bold, even though it's Batman, I think it has a higher chance of actually hurting Batman, if that makes sense.
I hope. Yeah, because
Because because you
part
have a
two.
director who already
It's
took
concerning.
yeah, the director is very concerning. He didn't really do the best job even with one of the best Batmans. So what is going to make him stand out with his own Batman? Is it just because they're relying on the comic? Because I feel like as much as people online like to say that they want a 100% comic book accurate Batman,
That cat doesn't
I
always.
I feel I keep saying this. I feel like Batman is the one character where he can't just solely be 100% comic book accurate. I think you need to have an interesting premise or a different take on the character that sort of fits with what is already established in the comics, and so you kind of combine the two. And if Andy Muschietti is just going to pull straight from the comics, I
That's
think
why.
it's going to be uninspiring.
That's
That's
why there's a
really my
lot of
take on it.
there's a lot of
We'll see,
Hollywood
but
directors when they talk about comic book movies and what they want to do. Batman's usually top of the list.
mhm. No,
It's
for a
top of the
good
list.
reason.
Yeah,
It makes sense.
top of the list. Top of the list. That's it's that's how the thing is. Batman has the most respect. I mean, Marvel may get you the most money, box office wise, pay, but Batman has the pedigree. I guess I would
Hmm.
say the
Yeah, for sure.
Supergirl. Oh, is Supergirl taking place before? Oh, I was gonna read that as before Batman, before Superman. Oh, they're gonna fall in love. They're gonna fall in love with that actress who plays Supergirl. But I don't honestly, I don't think Oz is gonna be afraid of Batman though. But he has to be aware of him. Maybe because Oz is powerful. Okay,
Hmm.
Oz is powerful. He has people on corrupt politicians now. Like he's powerful now. If Batman has him in a room by himself, Batman, yeah, like yeah, I want Batman to push him around, man. I want Batman to like not. I want Batman to use his bat rope and hang a guy from the roof of a building or something. I want to see that. Do that like they did in the Dark Knight trilogy. Do that. I mean, you need to see more of that, don't you think?
Yeah.
They could do Arkham games. Do you remember what game? Which one was it? Arkham Knight, when you had like the Batmobile's wheel whamming over the guy's head.
Oh
Yeah. Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Oh my fucking god! Oh, he was.
That
He
was one
kind
of
of
my
has
favorite
taken out other
interrogations.
criminals. I agree. He kind of does have taken out other criminals, but kind of does.
So, I mean, yeah, that's kind of true.
It is true. I mean, the gang war. That's what happens in a gang war, right? And here, I
Yeah.
mean, here, I visualize does kind of benefit in the gang war if they take out each other, right? They kind of do, but he doesn't want that chaos to spread, right? Because like
Hmm.
obviously, um, the thing is in Batman, that's the kind of stuff where, like you said, I forget what stream you said that was it yesterday. Society, like, you got to take responsibility for how your actions and stuff like that. Not don't blame society. In the
Hmm.
Batman, society, Gotham does kind of make some
Who said
villains.
that? Degrassi?
Degrassi or one of you or you. Like in the Batman society, I mean, like Joker blames society for making him all the time,
Right.
and he kind of has a point. And Bruce Wayne is Batman kind of has a point.
Hmm.
I mean, Sophia Falcone. I mean, society kind of made her. I mean, her father kind of made her.
We live in a society.
We live in a
I mean,
society.
Joker and Batman is based on society of Gotham. Gotham is
Hmm.
like the ultimate villain in Batman. The
Yeah,
city,
Gotham. Yeah, the city itself.
right? And you could try. And Batman's Bruce is trying to change the perception of the city, right? Make it more safe,
Hmm.
right? Make it not the villain. It's that's one of the few things about a Metropolis to a point. It's like a city, but not like a character. It's like a character, but not like Gotham. Gotham is like the ultimate character. Of course he does. After the Batman, yeah. Batman's order, Joker's chaos. Pretty much. But there's more to that. There's actually more to that. But that's pretty much the base of it. Joker is about chaos, but there's more to that with him chaos. It's about not giving a shit. Freeing himself from society, rules, laws. Joker's about that. Laughing. Joker is actually about laughing at life. How life is meaningless and nothing, right? Stuff like that. That's what Joker is laughing about. Right? That's what Joker is. Joker is just more about order. Would you agree? Like chaos. It's more than just chaos.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
My headset just died, so
Okay. Like
it might be an echo.
Joker sees Batman as this guy. Like I say it so many times on my streams. White Joker is so obsessed with Batman because he sees Batman as something terrible happened to Batman to make him dress up as a bat. Killing joke, right? Killing joke. Something terrible happened to Joker and made Joker what it is. The difference is they ran down different paths. Joker sees the world differently than Batman. And yes, Batman has a very obscure, like, what's the word? I'm not conceited, but what's the word? It starts to see cynic view, right?
Hmm.
But it's not anywhere close to the Joker.
Right, yeah.
Like Joker just doesn't give a shit. Joker is all about chaos, freedom, and he sees Batman as someone trying to fight against this. Like,
Hmm.
why are you fighting against? Just give in. Life is meaningless. Just give in. The only way to be happy is not give a shit. That's how
Right.
Joker sees things, right?
Hmm.
Like, if you really think about Joker in his mind, thinks he's the ultimate freedom fighter.
Right, yeah.
Like, even in a democracy, right? Democracy, we have freedoms, but you really don't have full freedom because if you have full freedom, you have chaos,
Hmm.
right? Like, I think my favorite part of the Batman is when he eats shit on the paper after giving it to me. Oh yeah, that's hilarious. He was so yeah. Remember that? I kind of laughed at that part. I'm like, oh fuck, this Batman didn't never taught himself how to skydive or anything or jump off buildings.
Mm.
You need to take lessons, man. You're rich. Skydive. Skydive. All right. It's a couple minutes before midnight. Let's end it here. Where can we find you guys, George? And
You can find me at the George. I plan on doing a new Funko collection video probably tomorrow. And next weekend, it's the weekend before Gladiator 2, so I'll probably review the first Gladiator since it's one of my all-time favorite movies. So you can stay tuned for that. Yeah, let me just find the link to my channel and post it.
yeah, go ahead. Blinded. No stream
Uh,
tonight, right?
no, it's way too late. I want to wake up early and work on stuff. So, but yeah, you can find me Blinded Braille, YouTube, Threads. I'm still on Threads for the time being.
Get Blue Sky.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. I've been more active on Thread.
I'm gonna follow you,
So,
George. But there we go.
all right.
I'm balancing both. I'm gonna do both. I feel like I'm gonna do Threads more just because more people are on Threads at the moment.
Well,
Yeah,
Blue Sky is starting to become like it's starting slowly.
yeah, it's slowly growing.
Yeah. All right, guys. Either today or tomorrow, we're looking at Grace Randolph. She did a video on the Marvel Disney Plus stuff,
Mhm.
Captain America, and I'm gonna make some Tim Dillon videos. Captain America and Thunderbolts. Um, Stuff tomorrow. It's 19 minutes long. You're all free to join me to do that. To join me, Will's Grace Randolph, because I'm pretty sure we're gonna. It's a breakdown video, guys. It's a breakdown video, so it's not just a trailer reaction. It's a breakdown. So
Mhm.
there's probably gonna be stuff we could roast her on.
Right.
A very good chance. And man, I remember doing the last time I did it on Thunderbolts. That really pissed me
Yeah.
off. And if Blind joins me this time,
I'll try. I'll try to join.
all right. Um, Make sure to like, share, subscribe, comment below, and have a good night.
Peace.
Yeah, the block controls are exceptional. Thank you. But, you guys, I wish you could come on next time. And